Hi guys, welcome to Mr. Cloudbook channel. In this particular video, I am going to explain about Docker Scout. So Docker Scout is basically an image scanner, and we used the tree for old videos to scan the image. But Docker created its own image scanner and its own recommendations for the image updates to reduce more vulnerabilities. That is Docker Scout. Let's discuss about it. So not only the detailed explanation. I will give the demo also how to install and how to set up the Docker Scout and everything. And let's come back here. This is the blog I am using in this video. Docker Scout is an advanced image analysis by the Docker. So we already have the Docker scan, but it's deprecating, which is not gives the complete vulnerability output. But Docker Scout is different, which is more higher gives the vulnerabilities, and it's so detailed vulnerability and where we can found these vulnerabilities and how to fix these vulnerabilities and everything. It's giving the recommendations also for our Docker images. And as we already know, images are made up of with many layers stacked together. These maybe some software packages embedded in the layers, right? They have the weakness that could lead, that could maybe make our images weak and more vulnerable to attack from the outsiders or hackers. That's why we need the scanners and everything. Present days we use the DevSecOps, which is need the most. Mostly we need the security for our every application and everything. Before deployment, we used to scan and do checks, a lot of more checks to give the application availability in a good manner, like without any vulnerabilities, and no need to worry about the other hackers and attackers while we are using the application. That's why we need the security. Imagine Docker as a guardian that keeps your container safe by finding the problems and fixing the problems before they cause big troubles. This is the simple intro about the Docker Scout. We need to use to scan the images, and it will give the recommendations so we can update the image as well. And they will store the packages in the SBOM. This is a like database. We are going to scan the image with the help of the Docker Scout. Docker Scout will use the image to scan that one, and it will use the database, and it will give the vulnerability report to us. And there are two ways how to scan the images and everything. And I will explain in the CLI way, like a command line interface and graphical user interface. I will explain the both ways. First, we are going to see the quick start. But if you click on this one, Docker Scout quick start, and you can directly go to this link, and you can see the everything about the Docker Scout, and you can use this one to read the Docker Scout. I don't want to explain and waste the time. And we need to install Docker CLI. Before installing the Docker CLI, we need the Ubuntu instance or any instance, right? We can do the lab as well, how to scan the images and how we will get the recommendations. Let's open a new tab and search for the Docker install. So install Docker engine on Ubuntu and come down here. These are the commands to install the Docker on our Ubuntu instance. So already having the instance which is T2 micro initializing. I use the simple image. I don't have anything installed on it, and already connected it to terminal as well. And you can provide. So okay, already got exited from that one. Just log into that one mission, and by providing sudo apt update, we will install the new packages and enter. So meanwhile, come back here. You must have the editor or warner role in the Docker organization to activate the image analysis. And if you provide directly these commands, you will get the error. I will show the error also, and come back here, and update is done. Clear the screen, and if you come back here, these are the commands, right? Just copy these all commands and come back here, sorry, to the terminal, or you can use the mobile extreme, anything fine. Just paste these commands and enter. This will add the gpg and everything for the Docker and the repository as well. Provide by and enter, and come back here. And to install the Docker, and you need to provide this command. To install latest version, run this command. So this command will install the Docker CI and the CLI and containerd and compose as well. Just copy this command. I will provide these commands in the blog as well, and clear the screen and paste it. enter, and provide y, enter. So this will install the Docker. We don't require this anymore, just close this one. And this is the CLI. There is a 3 GB limit on images analyzed by the Docker Scout in Docker desktop. Up to 3 GB of the image size, we can scan the images in the Docker desktop. So we don't manually use the 3 GB size images. We use up to 1 GB and less than 1 GB and 100 GB. So pull the build images that you want to analyze. So we need to pull the images, or we can build the images to analyze the image. And you can see here, to trigger image analysis or an image in a registry, push the image to registry that integrated with the Docker Scout. So first we need to sign in within your Docker ID, either using Docker login command or sign in button Docker desktop. So we need to do the Docker login before. Otherwise, if you provide this particular command like CLI command to install the Docker Scout plugin, we will get the error. I will show it before and clear the screen. And if you provide Docker version here, enter. So this is the version 24.07. Let me log into root. I will change to root sudo su, clear the screen, and we don't get any errors, right? And if you provide this command to install Scout, let's see the Scout first. It is coming or not. Enter. The Docker Scout is not found because they don't integrate it into the command into the that presently script, but they will maybe merge with together later. So you need to copy these commands and paste this here and enter. And you can see you will get this particular error, Scout error, Docker Scout. But we already have the Docker version latest installed on this one. This is the Docker version 24.07. But it's saying Docker is not installed while installing the Scout CLI. Right? So clear the screen. Before doing to install Docker Scout, we need to do this one, Docker login, enter. So you need to provide your Docker name. So username this one, my Docker image name, and the password for your Docker, enter. And you can give the personal access token also, but I gave direct password. The login is succeeded. And if you run these commands again, these two commands, just copy it and come back, enter. So this will install Docker Scout on our system now. So whenever you do this one, like Docker login, then only Docker Scout will work. Otherwise, you will get the error Docker is not installed or found. So you can see installed CLI plugins Docker Scout. Okay, clear the screen. If you provide Docker Scout now, and you can see the output. This is a command line tool for the Docker Scout. And cache, these are the available commands. We use this one. This gives the complete vulnerability output, and this will give the quick view, just gives like a simple output, how many vulnerabilities and everything. And this command will give the recommendations. We use these three commands mainly. That's why we are going to use this one. Clear the screen and come back here to the guide I already provided. And I will add the login also here to this one, and you can understand it clearly. And this is the command to see the quick view, simple view. We use our own images to do the scan. Okay, Docker pull 7 Ajay / Netflix latest is the image I already have inside my Docker hub. Let's pull that image and we will do the scan on this particular image only. So the images is downloaded, and let's see, sorry, the images, not the image is downloaded, just the image 7 as a Netflix, and clear the screen. Let's see the quick view of the image by providing Docker Scout quick view. So image name is 7 as a / Netflix latest, enter. So this will send to our database. Docker Scout will use the, you can see, storing the image for indexing. This will send it to the database. It will use the database to see the vulnerabilities, and it will give the output like this. Target. What is the image name we are going to scan? 7 as a Netflix latest. So how many severity vulnerabilities? Critical is 1, 5 high, 5 medium, and 1 low vulnerabilities we have. Base image that we used for this particular Docker file is Nginx 1.24 Alpine, and update the base image. So you can, it will giving the recommendation also, update it to 1.25 Slim. Okay, then you will get the vulnerabilities like this. So it's giving the quick view. So and if you want to see the detailed view of your particular image, so you need to give this one, view vulnerabilities. You need to provide this one, Docker Scout CVS, complete vulnerability output. Just copy this command, right click, copy and paste it here and enter. This will give the detailed output, and you can see it's giving every vulnerability, the critical one. This is the critical one, and you can go to that one, and this is the high one. This is the detailed output it's giving, and these are the 12 vulnerabilities we are getting. And what is next? It's giving what to do, how we have to do next for the image. So and it will give this one to recommend. So we can ask the Docker Scout, yeah, I need some recommendations to update my image, and just give the recommendations as well by providing this one, Docker Scout recommendations is the command. 7 as I am giving this one, it will scan that image and it will give me the some recommendations, or change the image name or a base image or anything like that. And let's wait and see what it will give, the recommendation to not get vulnerabilities. You can see that it's giving so many like base image, change the base image. It's saying recommendation as a change the base image, and you can see this is the command we provided, right? Docker Scout recommendation Netflix. So the target is this one. So the base image is this one, 1.24 you are using. So the base image also available under the supported tags, and refresh the base image. Rebuild the image using the newer base image version. Updating this may result breaking changes. So you will get this mainly, and you are removing these ones like newer image for the same tag, and we will get only the two medium vulnerabilities. And if you change the other versions, and you will get no vulnerabilities, 0 for critical, 0 for high. So this will giving the versions also. If you use this 1.25, you will get two medium vulnerabilities, and if you use this 1.24, you won't get any vulnerabilities. This is how Scout gives the vulnerabilities as well. I provided the same thing here with view, the view of the image, and CVS, the complete detailed output of the image vulnerability. And next, finally, we can give the image like this, only vulnerability packages with critical. So it will give the only critical output. So this is the command we provide. We have the only one critical one, right? The same thing will be provided like this. So we are asking only to give this only with the vulnerability packages severity level as a critical. That's why I'm giving as the vulnerability level as a severity. So that is the command, and recommendations we already provide this command as well, and graphical user interface. In order to use the Docker Scout in GUI, you need to log in. Let me log into this one by providing Docker Hub here, enter. So Docker Hub, sign in, 7 as a continue. So password is done, enter. So this is my Docker Hub, 7 as a, and you can see Mario game and Reddit and Netflix. This is the Netflix active. We already scanning this one. Docker Scout image analysis is active. And if you want to add any other image, and I want to add the image analysis, Docker Scout image analysis for this particular TikTok toy game, just select this image, and you will see the image output like this, like interface like this. And if you click on settings, and it will give like this, Docker Scout image analysis. Just select this one, Docker Scout image analysis, and click on save. So this will gives the vulnerability output. And if you come back to general again, and you can see it's scanning the image, no analysis is available. But if you come back to Docker Hub again, and you can see TikTok toy is active now, the Scout image analysis is active, and just select this one, and it's still checking analyzing, checking again later. So it's not found any vulnerabilities, I think so. Maybe we will can add any other image. So let's add this one, YouTube application version 1. Go to settings again and Docker Scout image analysis. Select this one and save. So done. The account has not met the Docker Scout repository limit. So I already have the limit. That's why it's getting the error. Maybe in the test case, I already checked this one. That's why it's not giving the vulnerability outputs. Analyzing, checking again later. But if you do this one, like go to settings and click on that radio button, and it will scan the images, and you can see the output like this. And if you click on this one, this is the output profile, right? 7 beside this one, there is a cube, and you can click on Docker Scout here. So I already met the limit while before checking, that's why I'm getting the error. But you can see, help us again, Docker Scout, and just close this one. Last time I added the images, these are the 229, and you can see one image. So this is the image I already added. We have the 6 critical vulnerabilities and 30, and you will see the detailed output like this. So 25 days ago and everything, and you will see the detailed output for the vulnerabilities of your image. So lot pushed and everything. You can add the environment also, and you can go to the vulnerabilities, and this is the vulnerabilities that we are getting from that particular image. So you can search the vulnerabilities, all severity levels. You can select the critical only. But they are giving the limit for the particular graphical user interface, I think. So that's why I'm getting the error. But if you use this one, and you will definitely get the output. And you can see here, I am getting the error. And if you click again, I already met the limit. That's why I'm not able to see the new vulnerabilities for the image. But if you see the Netflix image output, and you will get the vulnerability report like this in the tags under vulnerabilities, and you can see the vulnerabilities like this. This is the Netflix image. Last time I added it to Docker Scout. So, but now I am again adding, it's met the limit. That's why I'm not getting any output. We are getting the like this. If you go to YouTube one, this is the YouTube one, and you can see it scanned the images, and we got the 5 severity vulnerabilities and 525 high and everything. And you can click on these ones, and the vulnerabilities are 5 critical, and you can see the detailed output of the image. So Debian Python, this is the one critical, and you can see everything from here. So you can see the view recommended base image fixes, and we can see this one. So command currently we are using the 16, but it's saying UP21 to reduce these vulnerabilities. So vulnerabilities is removing. So by changing to the newer versions, this is the new recommendation from the Docker Scout. We can use the Node 21 Slim, but I think I used the Node 16 version for this particular YouTube version one. These are the vulnerabilities and everything. So, and if you click on actions and compare with the other image, and we can do anything from here itself. This is the graphical user interface for the Docker Scout. I added it here, the same thing, and you can click on this one. You can go to the Docker Scout, or you can add it from here. Go to settings, and this one's Scout image analysis, and you can see the output like this after adding the images. Integrating. So we can integrate with Jenkins, GitLab and everything, this Docker Scout. I didn't try this one, but you can try with adding to our new projects. Remove the trivy and try to add this particular one. So they are trying with Azure Container Registry now, but we already have the Amazon Elastic Container Registry. They already added this one, and add factory and continuation integration. They added into the GitHub CI and GitLab CI and Jenkins and everything. We can scan the image using the Jenkins as well. And if you click on Jenkins, and they will give the like simple step also. You can see this is the stage, pipeline stage. You can scan the images. You can add it in your new projects, and this will also gives you good output. So overview for the multiple images. This is done. So this is all we are going to talk about in this video, Docker Scout. I think you learned a new tool of Docker from the Docker Scout, the image scanner. Uh, Thanks for watching the video and keep on supporting.